Good morning, everybody. It's Graham once again from Unearthed, and another episode of Detecting Talk. It seems to have been a lifetime since I've sat here in front of you wonderful people with another episode of this popular subject. Quite a lot to get through. That's why I've done it today, rather than waiting another couple of days or the weekend on into next week. Firstly, a bit of information for the people that did attend our organised digs. We've stopped doing them. We've absolutely come to a standstill with the organised digs now, so unfortunately there'll be no more organised digs for people to enjoy, and the reason is people pretty much ruined it for themselves. I was finding holes left open on the last dig with junk still left in the hole, people wandering where they shouldn't have wandered around, not abiding to the rules basically, and we got wind the very next day that somebody was moaning about not finding anything, even though we had 13 fields for people to search. We had Bronze Age come up. Oh, hang on a minute. We had Bronze Age come up. We had wonderful medieval strap-ins, Queen Anne shillings, hammered coins, milled coins. Fantastic Queen Anne shilling. That probably never seen one as good as that, or ever will see one as good as that again. But of course, you can't keep everybody happy. And I thought, I got home that night, a bit deflated. So from now on, I'm just going to handpick the people to come on the digs, personal invites. The digs are finished. So unlucky, people spoil it for themselves. It's a real sad state of affairs when we've got to do that. We've got quite a lot of farms to visit, but from now on, I'm just going to handpick small groups of people to accompany me out in the field. I'm stopping my own detecting. We don't make any money out of it. What's the point? Too much stress. So it'll be handpicked people is the leading on, and that's going to be the way forward now for the foreseeable future. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel for some people. We are going to do some weekenders, open weekenders next year up here in the north. So we'll give people the opportunity to attend some of the bigger events that we're planning. COVID secure and everything else. Let's hope that's all over and done with by then. But who knows? It's been a funny year as 2020. Right. What we're finding as well, while on the subject of detecting and having a bit of a gripe, is there's a lot of people buying metal detectors at the moment and moaning after a few weeks or even a few days that they can't get used to it or they're not getting on with it. My advice is learn the machine, reap the rewards. It's always going to be that. We live in an age where people want a fast, quick results. Going back into the 80s, 70s, 80s, when we first started detecting properly, paper pamphlet, there you go, read that, get used to it, learn the machine yourself. The internet wasn't there then. YouTube, all these advice and guidance sites, Facebook, you know, you name it, loads of information out there for people, and people are still moaning that they can't get used to the machine. They want fast results. They must go on social media, see all these wonderful finds popping up for one or two individuals and expect that every time they go out. Life isn't like that. If you're a proper detectorist, you will learn the machine from scratch and you will reap the rewards. You can't rush things. I fell into the trap with the Equinox guys a couple of years ago when I purchased an Equinox or took one out of stock. I didn't get on with it for the first day. Wasn't for me sort of thing, and they're giving people advice on sticking with it. I've gone back to the Equinox now. It's absolutely fabulous machine because I'm using it right. I've got used to it. I've got used to its characteristics and how it speaks to me. And I have to say, hand on heart to people, do your research, get the machine that suits you. If you want a machine, a bit of an all-rounder that does the beaches and land, pick the right one. Don't just jump in feet first and buy a detector because everybody else is thinking they're the best thing since sliced bread. You know, there's a lot of cork magnets, hot rock magnets out there. People are moaning and groaning about that. Do your research before you buy one. Do your research before you buy a detector. But please, please get used to it. Please get used to it. So that's that gripe out the way. Right, there is something big coming to Unearthed soon, so keep your eyes peeled. This is the biggest venture we've ever embarked on since we started 10 years ago. So I want a lot of people on here may be able to help. Watch this space. No more news on that yet until probably about a fortnight. So keep your ears and eyes tuned on this one. It's going to be a big thing. I'm really excited about it. Also, some of you guys on here that detect regular and have been doing it for a long time, would you like to share your detecting experiences with us here at Unearthed? If you do, drop me an email or respond to this thread. We'd love to hear your stories out in the field. Your first hammered coin, your first gold find, your first find. It doesn't have to be special. An experience out in the field, good or bad. Advice that you would like to pass over to fellow detectorists, that sort of thing. We're after a bit of a news, not bulletin, or a news article. If anybody out there would like to, learn more about it, drop me a message. uneartheduk@gmail.com. You can drop me a message on that, on our email system, or you can just leave a message for me to respond under this thread, and we can pass over contact details. But it'd be good to hear. I want some stories of real life detecting experiences out in the field. So if anybody can come up with that, that would be absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Now, the reason why I'm rubbing my wrist, folks, is because I've got a sore wrist. I've hurt it. So I do apologise if it's looking like I'm up to something. I'm not. I'm rubbing my wrist. So I'm going to stop doing it. Right. Next up is we're getting a lot of requests from groups on Facebook. Can I sponsor you? Can Unearthed sponsor our Facebook group? We've got a Facebook group of so many, we do competitions, etc, etc. We don't really sponsor too many metal detecting groups now, and the reason is we have done in the past. We've given away free machines and raffle prizes, and you don't get a great deal back. The people that are on some of these Facebook groups already shop with other dealers. It's up to them, of course, at the end of the day. So you've got to be careful how many sponsorships you do. We've already got quite a few out there that we sponsor and they promote us for obvious reasons, because we offer a pretty good service. I'm maybe a bit biased in saying that, but we do. So yeah, if you have got any ideas and you want us to sponsor a Facebook group, etc., or a page, just drop us a message. But at the moment, we're only taking small numbers on. There's just too many, and of course, we can't expect to give freebies away when you've got a group of 80 people. We've got to get something back, and that's the whole idea of it working as a two-way street. So we do sponsor some large groups, and they're just waste of time, complete waste of time. Right, so there's that put to one side. You've seen the video of the MIDI Horde we did. That's a terrific machine. That will be due in a couple of weeks, possibly, or even less than a couple of weeks, maybe even a week's time. So look forward to that. And the Evo 6000, which is here, there you go, there's Evo, that will be ready very, very soon as well from C-Scope. That is a terrific detector. We're going to do some more work on the test bed with that machine. I forgot to mention on the last C-Scope Evo 6000 film that they're going to have software updates on it as well, and this one is actually ready for its update, so we're going to do that this week. Fantastic. We are out detecting this weekend on Sunday, very small numbers of people. There's a little bit of land that's due for development, and the farmer said, listen, the clock's ticking, get on the fields before it goes forever. There's going to be a bypass put right through the fields. Go and see if you can uncover any history before it all goes for forever. So we're going to take about 4 or 5 people on with us on Sunday. COVID secure, risk assessments, masks, hand sanitizers, temperature, whatever it's, zapping gun for your temperature. Crazy times. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? I mean, just God, what a year 2020's been. Let's hope it next year is better. And that's about it crammed in. Please feel free to leave a comment if you can. There is, like I said, just calm down, folks. You've got to calm down. You're buying new machines. What's it going to be like when the Evo 6000 comes out? People get out in the field and use it. Learn the characteristics of the machine. Learn the settings. Learn the features. If you're going to pick a detector, a really good detector, and that is one, to at least give the machine its chance to do the business rather than you getting frustrated, because I tell you what, it's you mainly rather than the machine, mostly. Right, okay, thanks for watching, and I will be back very soon with another video of live finds out in the field, fingers crossed. Okay, take care for now, bye.